So this is our superior deluxe balcony cabin on Ventura D416.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Linz. How are you?
I'm fine now. Now we're in from the rain.
In from the rain. So we've been living in this cabin now for about a week, just over.
Yeah.
So we've now come to find out the good and the bad points. So why not start on the right hand side?
With the wardrobe.
Yes.
So we have the walk-in wardrobe, which we find quite useful because you can actually get into everything. We have a mixture of nice, sensible hangers, like these, and other ones that I really despise. But this is a really nice area. Up here you have storage, obviously, for the life jackets, and we have enough storage for bits and pieces like jumpers and things like that that won't fit anywhere else, and it's easily accessible. Down at the bottom you've got plenty of room for shoes, much as it can get a bit untidy, but nobody sees it down there. And in this cabin we also get what could have been really useful today, is a huge umbrella.
Well, we did take our umbrella with us, didn't we?
We did, yes. I think that if we'd taken this one, we'd have probably blown away.
Yeah, it's complementary with this cabin, isn't it?
It is, yes.
So at the back here, as you can see, we've got two mirror door cupboards, and that's full of shelving, and it's also where the safe is. The safe is a good size, but not quite big enough for a laptop.
My area of expertise, for some unknown reason, I always get this job. This is the bathroom. It's a reasonably good size. It's not huge, but you have all the amenities that you actually need. You have got the mirrors here, and you've got the sink as you come in through the door. You've got shelves underneath and a waste bin and all that sort of thing. Spare toilet rolls are kept under there as well. There are shelves on the side together with a shaver socket, which is quite useful to have. Up here we have hand towels, which are nice and soft, really nice. You have the shower and bath here, which is quite unusual. You have the usual controls here. You also have shower gel and you have shampoo. There is no conditioner, but you can ask for it. There's no lotion, hand lotion, but again, you can ask for it. I think the biggest drawback with this particular shower is the fact that the shower head is quite low. If you're quite tall, you'd struggle to get underneath. There is the inevitable curtain, but it's actually one of these non-stick ones. It's not too bad at all. Two bath towels here, and they are huge. I'm not a small person, but they go around me 1.5 times at least, which is really nice and cosy. But in this cabin we get these bathrobes as well, and they're quite good. They're nice and big too, and very comfortable to wear.
And we also get slippers to accompany them, don't we?
We do. So we get slippers for the loyalty side of things, and we get slippers with these, so we'll be going home with loads of them. And in here, obviously, you have the usual washing line, so you can dry things. There's a lot of people going to be using these today, but it's quite a long one because of the length of the wall that it's on.
If we go back into the cabin, on the left hand side we'll see all the usual safety information hosted on the back of the door. Also here you'll find the air conditioning controls and the light switches for the cabin.
This is a magnetic disc, so that when you go out of the cabin in the morning you can actually put this one on the door, on the outside of the door, say, "Gone exploring, please make up my room," and the cabin steward will come into it. But if you're not and you want to take it easy for a little bit longer, put that out.
Also in this superior deluxe balcony cabin you have a mirror on the side here with a beautiful orchid, I think it is, and then this little side podium here.
So this is a lovely comfortable bed. You've got some day pillows here. These days you only get one makeup per day, so you have to remove these yourself. But there's also bedside lights. You've got bedside cupboards each side with 2 decent sized drawers and also a little cubby as well, so that you've got plenty of room to store bits and pieces.
Are there any power sockets or USB sockets beside the bed, Linz?
I don't believe there are.
No. Okay, thanks for that. And also you've got this really huge mirror over here which goes right across the back of the bed. Makes the room feel more spacious. So in this particular cabin you actually have the telephone near to the bed, and you can just about reach out of the bed, and that's really good. I hate the cabins where the telephone is the other side of the room, especially if you're using it for an alarm call. And as you can see, just above there you've got a US power socket, and down here you've got 2 UK power sockets.
So this is a nice little desk area. It's really quite deep enough to work at if you need to work, or if you just want to get your laptop out and use that. They obviously put quite a bit of information on the tops for us. There's an extra light here, which sometimes you might want. There is a little cupboard there, and that's actually where they keep the hairdryer. Hairdryer is really quite good quality. It's got plenty of speeds on it, and you plug it in there so it can be used in conjunction with the mirror. It's really handy.
And how comfortable is the seat, Lint?
The seat's much more comfortable than the sofa.
Oh, we'll come to that in a moment.
Yeah. And then we come to the area that's a little bit odd. It's a very odd lump in the middle of the cabin. That's the best way of putting it, I'm sorry. But up here, it's a really good place to store the pool towels. So they keep those up there. Down here, there's shelf space, plenty of it. As you can see, they've given us a half bottle of champagne. I believe that was for our loyalty.
Yes, it was. Oh, I see Deluxe has got in on the act.
She's looking after it.
Don't know that I try.
And underneath here, you have a fridge. And oh, lo and behold, there's a couple of bottles in there as well. One of which was given to us for this level of cabin.
Yes, you get a bottle of champagne, don't you?
Yeah.
On arrival. You no longer get fruit, and you no longer get canapes on formaldehyde, which has changed since the last time we've had this cabin. How many televisions have you got, Lindsay?
2.
2. And what are the televisions like?
Small.
They're very small.
Yeah, they are small.
And what facilities have you got on them?
You've got, is it about 10 ordinary channels with BBC World Service type programmes and Sky Sport?
No, it's Sports 24 and Sports 24 Plus.
You can see how much I watch it. So you've got that. You've also got a small amount of films on there as well. You just switch it over from one to the other.
And the films are all free of charge. And we found out that a lot of people on board here haven't found the films.
Yeah.
Talking to them at breakfast. So you press the menu button on your remote control, and then you get 2 options, which is live TV or films. If you select the films, you then have about 30 or so films to choose from. And at the moment, they've got about 4 or 5 Christmas films on. So they obviously change quite regularly.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. So here's the other television. They do work independently, don't they?
They do, yes, but with the same remote.
Well, that could be confusing. Doesn't take a lot for me. Your tea and coffee making facilities are here. They are replenished daily. You only get 2 packets of biscuits instead of the old 4. Because when they were servicing the cabins twice a day, you could get extra biscuits. But anyway, just less to carry home, isn't it? And there's 2 big shelves below. And that's where they keep the ice buckets and spare glasses, things like that.
So, in this area, which is the living room area, we have a waste paper bin down here. There's a paper rack over where Lindsay's standing. We'll show you that one. And you have this single seat here, which is quite comfortable. And you have a table here, which is adjustable up and down. There's 2 little handles here, and you pull them up. So you can have them up there, or if you want to, you can put it down lower, depending what you want to use the table for. So over here we have the sofa, which, as Lindsay has already said, is pretty uncomfortable, and that also pulls out to make an extra bed. There are no Pullman berths in this cabin at all, so this is the only extra bedding you have other than the double bed, which of course can be converted to 2 singles if you wish.
So here we're obviously at the balcony end. You have got curtains here that will tie back, but in this particular instance, this curtain is fairly well threadbare.
Yes, we're filming this in December 2025, and we know that Ventura is going in for a refit in February 2026. So I'm guessing that this is one of the sort of things that they'll be replacing. And the carpet, because the carpet in this room is, let's say, well used.
But then they're going to get heavy use, aren't they?
Yes.
So you kind of expect it, but it does need, it's got to the stage where it needs to have a good going over.
Yes.
And here we are on the balcony. This is actually a bit deeper than many of the other balconies. So we'll do a bit of an arm test, and oh, sorry Ken.
I can't squeeze right back in, no.
I can't reach the outside.
No, you can't.
So it's quite decent. You have got reclining chairs, they recline to a certain extent, and you have the footstool that's there as well, and a little table that you can use to pop your drinks on while you're out enjoying the sailways.
I thought you were going to say the sunshine for a minute, but it's been sadly lacking, hasn't it?
It's a bit of a stretch today. We've had to pick our time to come out here and do this, because otherwise we'd have got soaked.
Between the rain showers,
Yeah.
yes. As on all ships, balconies are subject to rust due to their exposure to the salty water, and this is no exception. But I'm sure that will be sorted out in the refit in February. The other thing that is different about this balcony, and may not please some people, is that it is sticking out from the rest of the ship. So anybody in the balconies above you can see right into your balcony. I hope I can sort of explain that there. You should be able to see it there. And it also comes complete with a light. Thank you, Lindsay.
I'll switch it off now.
You can turn it off now, and can I come in because I'm getting wet?
That's right, drips don't get wet.
Oh. So I think, to sum up, she's a very comfortable cabin, isn't she?
Yeah, I like this cabin.
Yeah.
We know that it's going in for refurb the ship, so we know that things are going to get updated when she goes in. Probably the furnishings rather than anything else, but that just will make such a difference when she comes back out again.
Yeah, because fundamentally there's nothing wrong. It's been very well kept by our cabin steward, Jason.
Yes.
He's been excellent, and the service we've had here has been good. Just showing her age a little bit, but so are we. Well, so am I. Lindsay doesn't show her age. So that's it. We hope you found this interesting. We have lots of other cabin tours on our YouTube channel. Just look for the cabin tour playlist and you'll find them there. If you'd like to see any of our ship reviews, they're also on Lindsay's little website, kengoescruising.co.uk. Lots of useful information there, and about the ports as well.
Yes, that are being updated as we go through them.
Unfortunately, there's not much help in there about the weather. We can't help the weather, can we? No. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and see you again soon.